Yeah, I can't believe that the Cleveland Cavaliers season is done. They had over 60 wins in the regular season, and they definitely did not achieve their goal here in 2025. And I really wonder what they're going to end up doing this offseason, if they're going to do anything in general, because last year the Cavs ended up losing to the Celtics in round number 2, and they were banged up. Mobley, Mitchell, Allen, like everybody kind of suffered injuries throughout this. Some guys played through them, some guys didn't. And they ended up losing to Boston in 5 games. Everybody thought with Donovan Mitchell, who could have been a free agent after this year, they were going to trade away Donovan. But no, they re-signed him for 3 years. They didn't trade Mobley, didn't trade Garland, didn't trade Allen. They drafted Jalen Tyson in the draft. They gave more minutes to Ty Jerome, which was one of the best decisions any team has made over the last year. And then they also acquired DeAndre Hunter at the trade deadline. I thought that was a perfect fit. And like last year, injuries may have cost them this year as well. So this team could be right back, right? Like they kept the continuity of the squad. They ended up winning, what was it, last year or 2 years ago? 48 wins. They won 16 more games. They dominated opposing teams' defenses this year. They were the #1 offense. But the playoffs, man, they could be a different beast sometimes. So this team also is going to kind of feel the wrath of like what the Knicks had with Isaiah Hartenstein and free agent last offseason. There is a chance they lose out on Ty Jerome if Dan Gilbert is not willing to pay deep into the luxury tax. And now also that Evan Mobley went depoy, his contract goes up even more because of the incentive. So now they get penalized by Mobley winning depoy, and they could be a second apron team in 2027 with Mobley's contract kicking in more. Mitchell's goes up, Garland's goes up, Allen's new extension kicks in, and then you have Hunter, Strus, and Okoro on the books. I think it's very likely that we see either Strus or Okoro traded this offseason. I think definitely Okoro. And the Cavs also do not own much draft capital going forward, but they're still a very young team with their core that are pretty much all in their primes right now. Our first round pick is going to go to the Jazz. And yeah, like I said, I do think we're going to move Isaac Okoro. We're going to try to shed some cap so I can get back Ty Jerome at all costs because he was so good for them this year, right? And I think having Ty Jerome play 20 minutes a night for you is amazing. Do I want Ty Jerome playing 30 minutes a night for you? I think these playoffs are showing that maybe teams shouldn't shed out a ton of cap, but I do think he'd be very good in Miami, New Orleans, Orlando, one of those teams. Maybe even Houston tries to go after him as well. I think he could be a very high-end backup or a very good low-end starter. I don't think you can rely on him to be like somebody that's going to play 30 minutes a night as 28. You never know. You could take that leap, but he's getting very good looks coming off the bench right now. So, yeah, I think we're going to look to just make some moves. I think there's one thing we could think about that could become a major decision down the line. Do you think Jared Allen and Evan Mobley will work in a playoff series? And will you keep around them forever? Or do you eventually transition Evan Mobley into a full-time center and you maybe have DeAndre Hunter as his power forward going long term? So I want to see if I can maybe get a first round pick for Isaac Okoro. And I want to see if I can get the 29th overall pick here from the Clippers and Jordan Miller for Isaac Okoro. I would have to throw in a couple seconds. They'll give me a first. Yeah, thanks 2K for that one. So we're going to make that trade. I think they could also look to move Dean Wade this offseason. I'm sure they would like to keep Max Strus. Like he had his moments this year for sure. And is still a really good 3-point shooter. But do you feel like Sam Merrill can maybe step up if they're able to bring him back? Or are they going to lose him in free agency? But I got a first round pick for this draft. Jalen Tyson's probably going to get more minutes next year, as well as my rookie, and that's going to be Alex Condon. Is that Colin Castleton? Yeah, it is, because I don't want to see like Tristan Thompson ever play backup center minutes for this team going forward. So yeah, we are going to bring in Alex Condon, who just won a national championship with Florida. We are going to pick up Amani Bates, or at least bring him back, hopefully, on the qualifying offer. Javonte Green, Sam Merrill, and Chumo KK. We're going to hopefully bring back Sam Merrill on a 2-year deal. So what's the Ty Jerome sweepstakes looking like? Are we kind of screwed? So I can't, wow, yeah, I can only give him 4.48 mil. Damn, end of an era. Maybe that's why, like, man, those contracts are so valuable. It kind of sucks you can't offer them more. And yeah, like I said, this team's going to get expensive. So we got to find a backup point guard. Now, I thought Craig Porter Jr. last year had his moments when Darius Garland broke his jaw, and maybe he's ready to step up. The 6'1" point guard out of Michigan State, or excuse me, Wichita State. We could also get a solid backup as well. I think I'm going into next year with Craig Porter Jr. getting the shot. I mean, is that AJ Mitchell? He got non-tenured by the OKC Thunder. Okay. He's going to be a nice third option if it doesn't work out for Craig Porter Jr. I guess Tristan Thompson is like a good veteran on this team, so we'll probably bring him back. And he's down to a 70 overall, so he's just basically collecting a paycheck here from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, where is he? He's down here with Hunter Dickinson, who might be working at CBS Sports soon. That's crazy. So he's going to get a 1-year deal from me. I'm going to decline the option on Luke Travers. Tomlin, who I liked at the Combine or the G League Ignite camp. And then Okoro, we're going to re-announce his right. Didn't I trade him? Shouldn't that be a trade exception maybe? And we're going to get Bates on the qualifying offer. We'll see if he's going to play for us next year. So Mobley's up to a 94. Mitchell's a 93. Garland's a 91. I feel like I also haven't done a Cavs rebuild in a while, maybe since the deadline. All right, so let's see what this 2026 roster or rotation is going to look like. Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Mobley, Allen. Strus off the bench. Maybe AJ does play a little bit, but I also want Craig Porter Jr. getting about 12 minutes a night. That's fine. Jalen Tyson's going to get more minutes this year. Sam Merrill's going to get about 8 minutes a night. Alex Condon's going to get about 8 minutes a night. We're going to have an 11-man rotation. Like, I want to rely on the bench for sure. Because I want to have, or try to replicate, like, giving these guys not a super high workload throughout the regular season, like the Cavs did this year. I don't care if Donovan Mitchell isn't an All-NBA first-team guy. I'd rather have 60-plus wins. So I think we're going to go like 14 a Porter. This is what we're going to go with, an 11-man rotation. Maybe Bates, Dean Wade, obviously good defender as well. He could crack the rotation. I'd just rather give some of the younger guys a shot. We start off the season with a revenge series against Isaac Okoro. We actually did lose, and we start off the season 1-3. All right, pretty interesting stuff. I thought we would be a lot better. I mean, it's such a small sample size. All right, we are 1-5 to start off the year. All right, so here at the deadline, 2K did not like us to start off the 2026 season. They were like, you guys were frauds. You guys were basically the mid-2010s Atlanta Hawks last year. But no, we are rounding out into a solid year. 6.6 point differential, still far off the Indiana Pacers, who were there as the 1 seed, who added Mitchell Robinson. Okay, I wonder if they're going to be a Kevin Durant team this offseason. Bulls are number 2, Knicks are number 3, and we know that 2K is not a big fan of the Eastern Conference, but I feel like this team should be so much better, man. Look how good this team is on paper. AJ Mitchell, I think, should probably be the backup point guard. How has Craig Porter been? Yeah, he's struggling a little bit right now. I think Tyson is continuing to improve. So I think for now, I'm going to give... Damn, Condon's been struggling. So maybe I'm going to try to trade for a different backup 5. And I'm going to make this trade with the Orlando Magic. They're going to get Craig Porter Jr., Dean Wade, and a second. They're going to give me Goga Badatse, Miles Bird, who they just drafted in the second round as well. Yeah, because I don't think I can do... How can I afford this? I assume... Oh, yeah, because Dean Wade's making $6 million. I mean, is there a way where I could do Dean Wade in the second for Goga? Could we do that? They would want another second. So would I rather give up my second this year or Craig Porter Jr.? I think I'd rather give up my second this year. So let's do that trade. We trade Dean Wade in multiple seconds for Goga. Alex Condon probably not going to play throughout the rest of the year. Neither is Craig Porter Jr. We're going to get more minutes to AJ Mitchell. We're going to go like 10 to Sam Morril, maybe 12. And then the final 13 there, we're going to give them to Goga. And yeah, like that's a really good bench of Strus, Tyson, Mitchell, Goga, and Sam Merrill. Is there any contract extensions to work out right now? Donovan Mitchell, we can get a new deal done with. I can't speak. Let's give him that. DeAndre Hunter. We don't have to re-sign him or Strus yet. All right, so Wemby wins MVP. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Miles Bridges, 6-man up north in Toronto. Kolo Ware is your Most Improved. Rick Carlisle is your Coach of the Year, man. Shout out to the Indiana Pacers. They are really good. We don't get anybody on the first 2 teams, but Evan Mobley gets All-NBA third team. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 52, 33, 77 splits. He also makes All Defensive first team as well. And I really don't know like what this team needs to do to upgrade it. We are the 3 seed right now in the Eastern Conference, taking on the 6-seeded Raptors, who are a good team. No way. That's who I think. That ain't who I think it is starting at the point guard position. Killian Hayes. I mean, he's only 24. They picked up Hardenstein along the way as well. We finished with a double point differential over them. We won 54 games this year. Our leading scorer was Donovan Mitchell. Hopefully now in the playoffs, you can take it up a little bit of a level. Max Strus might be a little bit hesitant to play you that many minutes in the playoffs. All right, so let's construct this rotation. I think Strus is going to get like 17 minutes a night. Mitchell's 17 as well. Sam Merrill, do I want to play him in the playoffs? Probably not. So we're going to go a 4-man bench of Strus, Tyson, Mitchell, and Badatse. Jared Allen, I want 34 minutes a night too. Let's go 37 to Mobley. Maybe we do 32 to Allen. I want to go 39 to Mitchell. And then is there anybody like, I feel like I should have more minutes here now. Do I trust Jalen Tyson yet? Probably not. So we can go 13 to Tyson, and the remaining 4 we can give it to Darius Garland. So here we go. We're going to play Garland, Mitchell, and Mobley a ton. Let's see if we can beat the Raptors here. The Cavs owned the Raptors in the 2010s, but that's because they had LeBron James. Let's see if we can carry that legacy. And we do win the first 2. There we go. We end up winning both of them at home. We had 4 20-point scores here in game number 2. Game 3 is going to go to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bang, 136, 127, 36 points for Jared Allen. Okay. And can we complete the sweep over the Raptors? Nope. It's going to be potentially a gentleman's sweep. Scotty Barnes said, you're not sweeping us. Here's 41. Okay. They win the next 2. Don't lose game 6. Don't. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Just got blown out in game 6. Brandon Ingram, who I thought they were going to maybe trade for last offseason, give up Jared Allen for, but that wasn't the case. Maybe that was just like a online type trade that was talked about, but we are blowing them out in game number 7. Thank God. If I blew a 3-0 lead, we ended up beating them by 39 points. Mobley with 31 and 13, also had 4 blocks. Garland had 23 and 7. Both Mitchells ended up combining for 40. I feel like I got to get Davion Mitchell on this team at one point. I mean, I feel like that'd be a good ad because Davion Mitchell and Donovan Mitchell, that would be fun. In round number 1, our leading scorer was Donovan Mitchell, followed by Mobley, Garland, and Jared Allen was pretty good. We're taking on the Bulls, who end up winning game number 1. Darius Garland with 25, Mitchell with 23, Allen with 22. Game number 2, we lose. Don't lose to the Bulls in round number 2. We win game 3. We tie it up. We lose game 5. Don't lose in 6. Oh my God, that's embarrassing, man. We should be dominating the Eastern Conference with this roster. It's not a good East. It's not. And we lost in 6 games. Damn. AJ Mitchell shot 37 from the field. Max Strus shot 35% from the field. I just wonder. I feel like this team should be able to take it up a notch, but the fact that we did not even make it to the conference finals this year is embarrassing. Halliburton versus Jimmy and Steph in the NBA finals, and the Warriors end up beating the Pacers in 7, and Jimmy is your finals MVP. All right, so there goes LeBron. He's going to retire. Chris Paul, I guess, tried to ring chase on the Celtics. I don't think anybody would really care if he went ring chasing or just actually wanted to compete for a title. I'm going to override some of those retirements there. I did see that Klay Thompson ended up retiring, who gets his jersey retired by the Warriors and will definitely be in the Hall of Fame in real life. 2K is a little bit more strict. They treat it like the MLB Hall of Fame. We should own our first round pick this year. I think it's a swap with the Hawks from the DeAndre Hunter trade, and we are going to get our first round pick there at 25 because Atlanta is picking all the way there at 14, but they have a swap with San Antonio. I'm going to bring back Kenny Atkinson as our head coach. I don't want to move on from him just yet, but I would say it's been disappointing. I mean, this year, 2025, not as much. Like, he went 60 games. He did a great job. Coach of the year, obviously. But losing in round 2 to the Bulls the following year, a little disappointing. All right, so here we are, the night of the 2026 NBA draft. Do we want to make a big move? Do I want to trade Jared Allen? I don't know. Like, I would have to trade him for a power forward, and then we'd move Mobley to the 5. All right, so I picked 25 and Max Strus. Could that get me up to 13? I also have my second. No, I do not have my second rounder. I don't know if I would throw in. Maybe I'd give you Jordan Miller as well. So Max Strus, Jordan Miller, and 25 to move up 12 spots. The Kings are going to say yes to that, so we're going to have a lottery pick here in 2026. Suns get Darren Peterson. Knicks at number 2. I just love how 2K has never decided to fix those draft picks because I don't think either one of those two teams should be picking that high, or the Jazz here via Utah because that pick is top 10 protected, and they end up with Devin Booker. They can't keep getting away with this. I'm like, there's so many good guards. I don't know if I want to take JT Toppin this high. Alex Caravan is in this class now. He's going back to UConn, which is kind of shocking. Ivan Popovich, but it's a little high. It's just like filled with guards. I mean, I think we take a 2 guard that we think could play the 3. Kareem Lopez would fall into that bucket. Dash Daniels, the younger brother Dyson, would fall into that bucket. Bryce James. I think Isaiah Harwell could fall into that bucket as well. I think I'm going to take Jalen Harrelson, and then I potentially move him to a small forward position down the line. All right, so let's sign Jalen Harrelson, who I'm not sure is going to crack the rotation. Craig Porter Jr., Jalen Tyson, we are going to bring back. AJ Mitchell and Amani Bates, I will give the qualifying offers to. And then, I don't know, Tristan Thompson, I'll bring back on the minimum. Amani Bates, we'll see. Like, I'm debating if I'm going to move Jared Allen for an actual power forward or a small forward, and I'd move Hunter to the 4 and put Mobley at the 5, but this team is expensive as it is, and would I really trade Allen for somebody making more money than him? Because I would want somebody that could space the floor, but could be a good defender as well. I mean, OG and Siakam would make sense, but Indiana probably wouldn't give me Siakam. I mean, Denny Avdia would probably be a sick ad because he could play make. I mean, would they even think about that? Jared Allen for Denny Avdia? I don't know if I could get a first round pick out of this as well. Let's just offer this to them and see if they would accept it. I'm not moving Hunter for Klingon, even though that could also make sense in hindsight. All right, so let's do Allen for Dia. Do I get a counter? Hunter for Aiden. I don't want to move DeAndre Hunter. I would give you Craig Porter Jr., and that's it. They say no, and I'll throw in 2 seconds. That's it. They would want a wing. I would give you Sam Merrill. Would that get it done? Oh, man, for Denny. This is a really big, like, risk. We'll see if they do this. Okay, they do. All right, so Evan Mobley. I don't know if I'm going to change his position to the 5, but he's going to be the 5. Denny could be the 4. Hunter at the 3. Denny's not the best defender in the world, but I think he'd hold his own on the perimeter. And just in case, well, actually, we have Goga still on the team, so if Condon is bad, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to try to get Sadiq Bey on the minimum. Can I get him on the minimum? Yep. And then let's try to also get maybe another wing here. Josh Okogie, I think I would like Gary Payton on the minimum, which we get all three, including Tristan Thompson back. And the last guy I want is Grant Williams on a 2-year deal. Somebody that's been in big games and had that amazing game 6 against or that game 7 against Milwaukee in the 2022 playoffs. All right, the Bulls eliminate us from the playoffs and are trying to steal AJ Mitchell from us. Please tell me I can re-sign him. Thank God, 3 years, 34 million. Like, we're still a luxury tax team. All right, so Mobley's a 94, Garland's a 92, Mitchell's a 92, Hunter's an 84, Tyson 81, Mitchell 80. And DeAndre Hunter needs a new extension, so let's give him that 3 years, $60 million. Goga, maybe I give him a 1-year extension as well, so then we can maybe move him next offseason if needed. So I think I'm going to rely on my bench once again here throughout the regular season, but I'm really hoping that our offense could still be at the top of the Eastern Conference with Evan Mobley at the 5. And I hope Denny works out there at the 4. We'll see, but I think the ball movement could be impeccable. That is going to be the starting 5. Okay, I'm on board with what we got, Kenny. Let's go 22 minutes to Jalen Tyson. He's in a larger role this year. Let's go 16 to Mitchell. We could do about 13 to Badatse. I don't know if Sadiq Bey's going to crack the rotation because I want to get Alex Condon some minutes as well. I want him to get like 10. And then I also want Jalen Harrelson, our rookie, to get like 12 minutes as well. So actually, let's do 12 to these guys. That's going to be the bench right now. We're going to go 35 to Mobley. Let's go 32 to Denny, 30 to Hunter, and we can go 34 to the backcourt, at least throughout the regular season. Denny's really good for pace and space and probably fits this team a little bit better maybe than Jared Allen does. Game 1 against the Boston Celtics, a team 2K does not like. Okay, if we lost to them, I was going to be a little nervous. We scored 155. Damn. All 3 of our wins, we've scored over 140, but we've also given up a decent amount of points. So far this year, like Mitchell's been good, Garland's been good, Denny averaging 6 assists. All right, so I don't know if it's going as good as I would like. I guess we're trying out a completely new team, 28 and 23 right now. We do have the 3rd best offense in the Eastern Conference, and the defense is almost top 5 as well. So we do have a 6.4 differential, 3rd in the East, but we are sitting here with the 6th best record. So honestly, I do think we're going to be a lot better in the second half of the year. Donovan Mitchell has been our leading scorer, followed by Mobley, Garland, Denny, and Hunter. How is Jared Allen doing over there in Portland? Did they trade him for OG Anunoby? They maybe did. Okay, so is Jared Allen in New York? Yep, he's currently there in New York with Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's coming off the bench. I think we lost the plot there. That really doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not going to make any trades. I mean, Jalen Tyson right now, hopefully can continue to take strides, but he's up to a career high in true shooting at 60% this year, which is really good. And I don't think I need to make any trades right now, and I hope that this team can make a run in the second half and maybe capture a top 3 seed in the East. All right, so here we are in the month of March. We are rattling off some wins in a row. We are 15, 16 games above 500. All right, so Luka wins MVP. I think he re-signed with them on an extension. DeBanza, Rookie of the Year. Bones Highland. 6th man of the year over there in Milwaukee, turning his career around. We do not take home coach of the year or anything like that. We do get Evan Mobley on All-NBA second team. Like, he's the guy we're building around. He's 25 years old. He's got a deep boy, puts up 20, 11, 4.5, 3.2 stock, shoots 34% from 3 for a big man. Like, we take that. I don't know if I need Donovan Mitchell to be better. I don't know if I need Darius Garland to be better, but somebody needs to be better. Wow, we ended this year as the 6th seed. Really? We ended the year with a 7.8 point differential. Wow, that's number 3 in the East. So close to being number 2. We go 49 and 39. There's clearly a talent gap between us and the 7th seed. It's a 10-game difference. Wow, so if you got that 2 seed, that would be massive. Damn, that sucks. All right, so Mobley was our leading scorer. Donovan Mitchell only played 33 minutes. Garland, he put up 19 and 8. Like, that's what I want Garland to do. Denny put up 13, 9, and 5. Ugh. All right, maybe it's a year 1 thing, but I need him to be a little bit more efficient. There's DeAndre Hunter, Mitchell, Tyson, even Jalen Harrelson was pretty good. And Condon has been better as well. Like, I may actually play Condon over Goga in the playoffs. Honestly, I kind of want to see what the young guy can do. So let's go 12 minutes to Condon. We can go like 15 to Harrelson, 16 to Mitchell, AJ Mitchell. I want to go 38 to Garland. I want to go 40 to Donovan. I'm going to go a little bit less to DeAndre Hunter, and I'm going to go about 38 there to Evan Mobley as the starting center. We're taking on Chicago, the team that beat us last year in the playoffs. They've added Tari Eason and Jonathan Kuminga. Can we get revenge on them? They beat us by 5 in game number 1. Garland had 21. Mitchell, 5 of 10 from the field. Take more than 10 shots, Mitchell. Oh, my God. All right, we end up losing game number 2. Garland had 24. Mitchell took 14 shots, but only knocked down 6 of them. Okay, the Chicago Bulls just own us. Just put me out of my misery. Are we going to lose in 5? Okay, are we going to force a game 7? Oh, my God. Okay, so we go down 3-0. Then we beat them by 12 in game 4, by 11 in game 5, and then we blow them out in game 6. All right, here we go. Game 7, it's going to be in Chicago. Can we beat them on the road and complete the 3-0 comeback? That happened to us last year with Toronto, right? And then we blew them out in game 7. It's basically the reverse this year. We forced the game 7 and we're just going to get blown out. We end up losing 140 to 116. Mobley at 43. Donovan Mitchell, man. Am I going to have to trade you? Like, those numbers aren't great. Those numbers aren't great. I need you to be better. I also don't, like, we don't need to go down 3-0. I may have to fire Kenny Atkinson. Like, who could have saw this coming? Cade and Şengün, both from the 21 class, are your conference finals MVPs, which is pretty cool. And the Pistons end up sweeping, and Cade is your finals MVP winner. So you got KD, Curry, Russ, George, Jimmy. Okay, a lot of notable retirements here. Do I want to override any of them? I mean, Jimmy is still a 90. We can override him. Russ, I think I did last year, right? Steph, we're going to override. KD, we're going to override. Or KD did last year. I think Paul George is actually ready to retire, so we'll let him. Thunder legends, Russ and KD end up getting into the Hall of Fame. And we do not own a first-round pick here in the 2027 draft, so that is going to go to the Suns. That went to the Jazz from the Donovan Mitchell trade and then to the Suns in that, like, 3-pick for 1-pick trade at the 25 deadline. I'm going to give you one more chance, Kenny. Just one. And I'm actually going to do this trade with the Golden State Warriors. I'm trading DeAndre Hunter and Goga Bitadze for Brandon Podziemski and a 2029 first-round pick. Pods is going to be the 6th man. And I do think Harrelson, but more so Tyson, will be better than DeAndre Hunter next year. So yeah, we make that noticeable move, and we're going to have Pods as the 6th man next year, which I'm excited for. He's coming off a year where he was really good in Golden State, 40% from 3, 78% from the free throw line, but I brought them back, Curry and Jimmy. So we are, so they're going to try to go all in one more year. We don't own any draft picks, like I said, for this draft. Cedric Brand, #1 overall out of Marquette, looks pretty good, going to be a king. And then I ended up taking a Russian wing, Sergei Alenchev, from Russia, with the 45th pick. We're going to pick up the team options on Tyson and Condon. And then Amani Bates, I keep bringing him back. You know what? Hey, he's collecting a $3 million a year paycheck. Same with Tristan Thompson, who's only 36. Really? Why do I feel like he should be older than that? Because isn't Kyrie... I mean, no, because Kyrie's like... No, that makes sense, actually. He was in the 2011 draft. I just thought Kyrie would be a lot older. And I'm also going to just pick up Aaron Wiggins, AJ Mitchell's old teammate, on a 2-year deal worth the minimum. So next year, it's going to be Mobley at the 5, Condon as the backup, Denny is the 4, maybe Wiggins gets minutes, Tyson at the 3, Mitchell at the 2, Pods and Harrelson off the bench, and then we got Mitchell and Garland at the point guard spots. I'm also going to try to sign Gershon Yabusele to a rotational spot. So anybody switch up here at the top. Jalen Green is joining Nikola Jokic there in Denver. De'Aaron Fox is going to the Wizards. RJ Barrett to the Suns. All right, Mobley's going up, man. He's a 95 overall. Garland 92 in a contract year. Mitchell 92 overall at the age of 30. Pods, AJ Mitchell, Tyson Harrelson, all coming off the bench. All right, so let's start this 2028 rotation. It's going to be Garland, Mitchell. We're going to do Tyson at the 3, Denny at the 4, Mobley at the 5, Pods, Mitchell, Harrelson, and then the last spot I think is going to be, well, it's definitely going to be Condon. And then I think Aaron Wiggins can get like 9 minutes tonight. Honestly, though, I don't even think the 9th man will play. Let's see what Amani Bates can do. I think Mitchell can get like 18 with Harrelson, 26 to Pods. Let's go 35 to Mobley. I would like to go 30 to Denny. Tyson can get 25 minutes a night. And let's go 34 to Mitchell, 33 to Garland. Hopefully this team can actually show out in the regular season, which last year becoming the 6th seed, we got a bad draw in round number 1 with the Bulls. All right, there we go. Here at the deadline, 41-11, a 14.3 point differential. We're looking more and more like the 2025 Cavs. And this is looking like a win-win trade. The Warriors are the #1 seed over there in the Western Conference. They got Jeremy Sohan playing the 5 spot, who's playing very well for Golden State this year. They have Zach LaVine in the backcourt with Steph Curry. And Goga's even been a solid big man depth piece for them. But yeah, we're on a 5-game winning streak right now. We have the best record in the NBA. Evan Mobley, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, 3.7 stocks in 37 minutes a night. He is playing a ton this year. Donovan Mitchell's given me 18 points on good efficiency. Garland, 17 points, 8 assists. Denny, all right, yeah. I knew year 1 maybe wasn't going to be great, but I had a feeling he was going to bounce back in year number 2, and that's the case. Pods may win 6th man of the year. Mitchell's a great backup point guard. Tyson is a great 3-and-D starting small forward for us. Condon, oh, man, he's taking a massive step back. Do I have another option? I really don't. So I got to trade for another center if he ends the season this poorly. All right, I just made a trade with the Detroit Pistons. Unfortunately, I had to trade some veterans on the team like Grant Williams and Gershon, but I picked up Neemias Queta, who's probably going to just play over Alex Condon for the rest of the year. Damn, though, Alex Condon has been so bad for this team. So he's going to be removed from the rotation, and then we're going to get Keita in there. And we don't want him to hit free agency, so let's give Darius Garland an extension. How much is Denny asking for? A lot. Let's wait till the offseason. Hopefully we just win it all, and I don't have to worry about that. All right, Luka Doncic wins MVP. Cedric Brand, that number 1 pick, is your rookie of the year. Jeremiah Fears, 6th man, probably behind Dillingham over there in Minnesota. Bang, Kenny Atkinson, 2nd coach of the year. He won it in 2025 currently, and then now wins it in 2028, I think we're in. And Evan Mobley has turned into an all-NBA first-team caliber player. 3-point shot was down a little bit this year, but averaged a career-high 12 rebounds and a career-high 5.2 assists, and a career-high in points as well. What a year for Evan Mobley, and as a top 5 defender in the sport, would probably get more DPOYs if Wemby wasn't here. And we finish as the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're taking on the Brooklyn Nets in round number 1. We go 65-17. We had the best record in the NBA by 7 games, and the best point differential by around 5 points. Taking on a Nets team that won 33 games. It's all right. It's all right. But if I lose to that team, oh my God, maybe the Cavs are cursed without LeBron forever in their franchise's eternity. So I think I'm just going to trim the rotation. Even though Amani Bates shot 40% from 3. Hey, shout out Amani. I don't think I'm going to play him that much. Maybe my next Cavs rebuild, I'll get him some more playing time, and maybe he takes Tyson's role as a starter down the line. So I'm going to go 35 to Garland. I'm going to go, or 34 to Garland, 38 to Mitchell, 38 to Mobley. 12 minutes for Kate is fine. I think we can go maybe just one more to Denny. That's good with me. All right, just don't lose to this Brooklyn team in round number 1. Oh my God, we're tied 1-1. But we end up winning 3 in a row to take home a 4-1 series lead. 22.6 for Mitchell, 21-10 for Mobley, 18-10 and 4 for Denny of Dia. Balls out in that series. So we're taking on the Detroit Pistons. Did they win or did they lose the finals last year? So adding Lou Dort to like their physicality, that's crazy. They're the reigning NBA champions and they're the 4 seed. And they just beat us in game 1. Oh my God, Cade had 60? 60 for Cade. Thank God we won game 2. Oh my God, man. Cade going off. Strother had 20. We do win game 3. 145, 124. Garland with 32. Please win this one. Let's go. We're up 3 games to 1. We win 139, 123. Don't blow a 3-1 lead, but massive games from Mitchell, Mobley, and Denny. We lose game 5. Don't lose game 6, please. Oh my God, are you kidding me? We ended up losing game 5 by 12, game 6 by 20. All the marbles. Central Division matchup here. Game 7. Winner takes on the Pacers. We're at home. I don't feel good about this. I can't even watch. Oh, man, what is that third quarter? Oh, my God, we're actually going to blow it. Oh, my God, man, that makes me so mad. That makes me so mad that we just lost that series, being up 3-0. Oh, you got Luka versus Cade in the NBA Finals, and the Pistons end up winning in 7, and they go back-to-back. Are you kidding me, man? That sucks so much. Damn, James Harden could not get a ring on the Pacers. Ugh. I don't know if I'm going to fire Kenny. We just won 65 games in the regular season. We dominated round 1. I'm not getting the number 1 pick via Utah. There's a swap to that. So I'm going to get the 29th pick, unfortunately. So I drafted Rudy Simpson, a center from Portland here, and Leonard Moore in the 2nd round. Number 1 pick went to the Nets, and Floyd Thomas, a center there. I'm going to pick up the team options on everybody here. Wagner was in that Nemesis Keita deadline deal. I got to pay Jalen Tyson. I got to pay Denny of Dia this offseason. So I'm going to bring back Denny of Dia on a 3-year deal worth $100 million. Amani Bates, 2 years, $7 million. And then after moratorium, I'm going to give Tyson a deal. And it should be a little bit team friendly on this one if he does accept it. And it's going to be 4 years, $66 million. I don't want to give up with this core, man. I mean, I moved on from Hunter. I moved on from Allen. I think we could win it all with this team. Maybe I try to get a better backup center. All right, could I move Nemesis Keita, Alex Condon for Chris Sinak and Wes Mobo? But I do have to throw in this Sixers pick, that swap worst that I think we made in the 2025 offseason, and that Golden State first from the Pods deal. Can I throw in a second? I'll throw in a third first. I think that's a really good backup center. And Chris Sinak, I mean, he's never going to start because of Mobley, but he was drafted 12th overall and looked really good last year. So, like, we have really good backup wings, guards, bigs. I just want to win a title, man. This team is so good, but can we win it all with Mobley as the number 1 and Donovan Mitchell not really being as good as we think Donovan Mitchell could be? So I do have to release Mobo before the season starts. All right, so this is going to be the 2029 rotation. I don't want to move Mobley back to the 4, at least for now. So off the bench, like, Sinak's going to get like 17 minutes a night. We'll go 24 to Pods. We'll go 17 to Mitchell. I want to go a little bit more to Harrelson, maybe 23 a night. Honestly, I want to see what Harrelson can do as a starter, so let's do that. And I think we're going to just stick with the 9-man rotation. Sorry, Bates. Sorry, Wiggins. So it's going to be Garland, Mitchell, Harrelson, Denny, Mobley, Pods, Tyson, Mitchell, and Chris Sinak off the bench. I'll go one more to Pods, and let's see if this team can get a 1 seed again. But can we even make it to the conference finals? Something we haven't done in this video. All right, well, I've made Evan Mobley the best player in the NBA. I just won MVP with him. 22 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 3.1 stocks, 48, 38, 82 splits. But can he carry me to an NBA championship? Kenny Atkinson just got Coach of the Year again. But will it matter? Man, I hope so. I hope so. We are a 1 seed. Great. We're going to get Detroit in round 1, who's eliminated us. We're going to get Chicago in round 2, who have also eliminated us. Oh, man. Donovan Mitchell's averaging 16 points. I feel like I failed him. Like I sacrificed his stardom for Evan Mobley. So for the playoffs, Sinak's going to get like 14 minutes a night. Mitchell, 17. Pod's a little bit less. Tyson, a little bit less. I want to go 34 to Garland, 37 to Mitchell, 37 to Mobley. Let's go 31 to Denny. Just, I don't know, man. I'm just going to simulate this series. This is a good team. Oh my God, that defense is fun. Maybe not outside of Precious, but we just won 60 plus games. If I lose to an 8 seed, we don't deserve to be here. There we go. Mobley played 39 minutes in round number 1. Can we beat the Hawks in round number 2, led by Trey, Daniels, Reese Johnson, and Kungwu? That's a good team. Connect off the bench with Caravan. They got some shooting. Please, come on, go to the conference finals. Let's go, man. We swept them. Let's go. Let's go. I was nervous. And we are 8-1 throughout the playoffs so far. 45 between Mitchell and Mobley. Taking on the Knicks, who got AJ DeBanza, and they got our old bud, Jared Allen. Game 1 goes to Cleveland. 2 to Cleveland. This is a rematch of the 2023 playoffs in round number 1. We go up 3-0, and we swept them. Oh my God, okay. Mobley averaged 8 assists, but now we got to take on the 8-seeded Thunder, who still have Chet and J-Dub. How are they an 8 seed? I guess the bench isn't very good. They also have Goga, so a little bit of a revenge series there. Mobley versus Chet, I think, would be a very fun storyline. We win game 1. We win game 2. Oh, utter domination. Utter domination. Wow. Wow, Mobley just got finals MVP. I'm in awe because last year we lost in round 2 to the Pistons. Let's see. Game 3, this game right here was our only loss of the playoffs. And then we ended up going on a 14-game winning streak after that to win the 2029 NBA Finals. So that's going to be for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this Cleveland Cavaliers elimination rebuild. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think the Cavs should do this offseason, or just kind of stay the course and don't make any big moves. And chemistry and continuity can allow them, and maybe a little bit more health can allow them to be better next year in 2026. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.